The prisoner asked a question concerning what chapter and verse, Malik?
He said Jeremiah 11 verse 7.
Read that for us.
Jeremiah chapter 11 verse 7. For I earnestly protested unto your fathers in the day that I brought them up out of the land of Egypt, even unto this day, rising early and protesting, saying, obey my voice.
Prisoner, what that is specifically referring to is the God of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, pleading with us as a people that if we would just obey his voice, if we would just obey his law, if we would just obey him, we would continue to be the head and not the ass end tail we have been for the past 2,000 years since we got ran head first out of Jerusalem by them Roman Italian bastards who come up out of Italy, who destroyed Holy Jerusalem. The Most High would send his servants, the prophets, time and time and time again to a stiff-necked and hard-headed people just like we are today, for we are our Father's children. Do you Hebrews agree with that?
Absolutely.
And because of our disobedience, he kept his word. He put us in slavery in Babylon because of disobedience. He put us in slavery in Assyria because of disobedience. We was put into captivity in African Egypt when our brother named Moses led us up out of there. And Moses don't look like no pink booty cracker named Charlton Heston.
Right.
That's the trickery of the devil, using imagery to portray on film what our ancestors looked like to deceive a whole nation. But you can fool some of the people some of the time, Mr. and Mrs. Heathen. But you sure ain't gonna fool all us Hebrews all the damn time, heathen bastards. And I'm here to tell you, I don't care if your thin fish lips get tight this morning and you don't like what I'm saying. That Negro can't speak to us like that. What are you gonna do, Harold? What can Harold do but say, sit your bony ass down, Agnes? I need to hear what this nigger's saying.
Right.
Because you know they listen this morning,
yes,
right?
sir.
And they got the same opportunity to pick up that phone and call that number.
Dedicated line.
On that dedicated heathen line, that blue line right there. Right there. And give me the pleasure of cussing their ass out worldwide.
Right.
Because we ain't scared of their master Satan the devil.
Not at all.
What we going to be scared of one of these pink booty stinking ass heathens for?
Right.
Huh?
Right.
Because in the end, we win. Ain't that the bottom line, you Hebrews?
That's right.
Ain't that our attitude?
That's the script.
No matter
that's
what
written.
y'all come with. Talk to me, Daniel.
I said that's the script that's written.
That's the script that's written.
Also, Brother Mal got Psalms 109, and it explains how we should never forget the sins that's been perpetrated upon us, you know, by their forefathers. So
as each nation claims they'll never forget their own personal tragedy,
right.
And they tell us just to forget. That's, right. That was yesterday. We ain't have nothing to do with that.
Right.
Yeah. They want to tell us to forget.
Right.
What's done to us.
Right.
Give us that script and tell us, Mally, once again, in your words, while we're going to.
Yeah, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 109. We're going to read verses 6 through 14. And it's the prayer of David, our forefather David, King David, and his prayer to the Most High concerning his enemies that were rising up to oppress him. Now, I trip off his prayer today and then trip off yours, and how this won't even be in your prayer. Psalms 109, verse 6. David says, set thou a wicked man over him, and let Satan stand at his right hand. When he shall be judged, let him be condemned, and let his prayer become sin. Let his days be few, and let another take his office. Let his children be fatherless, and his wife a widow. Let his children be continually vagabonds and beg. Let them seek their bread also out of their desolate places. Let the extortioner catch all that he hath, and let the stranger spoil his labor. Let there be none to extend mercy unto him, neither let there be any to favor his fatherless children. Let his posterity be cut off. Let his posterity be cut off. And in the generation following, let their name be blotted out. Let the iniquity of his fathers be remembered with Yahweh. Let the iniquity of his fathers be remembered with Yahweh. And let not the sin of his mother be blotted out. Let them be before Yahweh continually, that he may cut off the memory of them from the earth, because that he remembered not to show mercy, but persecuted the poor and needy man, that he might even slay the broken in heart.
See, we ain't supposed to never forget what happened to us.
Absolutely. Never. Despite this heathen trying to tell us to, right?
Right.
Let's go back to this Hebrew down here in Nashville, Tennessee. Shalom, Hebrew, you back with us. Your question specifically concerning who was Moabite today. You on her, Israelite? See, he over there listening to his speakers.
Brother T out of Nashville.
Come on back to the phone, Hebrew. Come on back to the phone, Israelite. But his question was concerning who was Moab today.
Yeah.
Check this. When the angels came to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, we had a brother down there named Lot.
Right.
And the angels warned Lot, it's time for you and your family to get the hell on up out of here.
Right.
Because there's about to be some trouble.
Right.
The Most High is tired of this faggotry, this wild lesbianism. They got this thing now called LGBTQ. Lesbians, bisexuals, trisexuals, bisexuals, and queers, or something to that effect.
Right.
We know that's why the Most High destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, right?
Absolutely.
So for a Hebrew, we ain't gonna even play with this issue, are we?
Right.
It's an error, and it can lead to your eternal damnation in a lake of fire. Yeah, nay, you Hebrews.
Yeah.
Ain't no need in cutting around the bush. So the Most High sent some angels to warn Lot for him and his family to get up out of there.
Right.
Told him not to look back. But Lot's wife made the fatal error of when the Most High was sending down nuclear holocaust on all them homosexuals in Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right.
She turned into a pillar of salt because of her what? And what we've been discussing this morning, disobedience.
Right.
Correct?
Right.
So Lot and his two daughters, they stunned, they stumble off. They ain't going to look back. They don't want to die. And they come across a cave to lodge the night in. And Lot's two daughters get them drunk. And they reason to themselves this wickedness. Our father ain't going to have no seed on earth. What we going to do? We going to get daddy drunk and we going to play with him and we going to get impregnated by him. Both daughters got impregnated by this incestuous conduct.
That's right.
And two children were born, Moab and Ammon.
Which basically should never happen, ain't never been.
It was in our law in Leviticus that everybody dies who commits such a wicked act, correct?
Father on daughter or mother on son.
It's in our laws of the 613 specific laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High gave to our brother Moses, who came off that mountain and gave to the children of Israel.
That's right.
Why don't these preachers teach that on Sunday morning, Daniel?
Too busy
because
teaching
they're ready
something
to count
else.
some money.
Right.
They're ready to count some money and eat some pig's feet. Now, these children that were born, Moab and Ammon, they were brought forth via a wicked, trembling, and sexual gratification act between a daddy and his two daughters.
Right.
Some believe today that the descendants of Moab and Ammon are the Chinese and the Japanese.
Absolutely.
They got them sloped heads and them slanty eyes, which is telltale signs of sexual wickedness that took place. They still sexual perverts and preverts of a higher nature. Do you know in China they defecate in the front lawn? And it was just yes. They shit in your front yard.
Doing a little fertilization.
Yeah, in San Francisco this week, a Chinese woman pulled over in her car, got out her car, pulled her pants down, man, and crapped in this lady's front lawn. And when the white lady came out, like, what the hell is you doing? That white Chinese woman said, you have tissue. Tissue. I need tissue. Wiped her ass. Got back in the car and drove off. But this is common over in China. Chinese children defecate on planes. Y'all didn't know that?
No.
Right in the middle of the eye.
In the aisle, boy.
Boy, do you hear what I'm telling you? These Moabites and these, listen to what I'm telling you. It's billions of them still to this day, right?
Right.
Now, you know they only can last about 5 seconds sexually.
Right.
It's over.
Right.
It's over.
Right.
It's over. But yet, man, they populate like rabbits.
Right.
It's billions of them. Do y'all hear what I'm telling you?
Right.
And they still committing those sexual, immoral acts to this day. And check this. One of them entered a dragon, don't they?
That's right.
Ain't Bruce Lee, it wasn't that all that was about?
Yeah.
Enter the dragon.
Yeah.
Defend the dragon.
Right.
It's the year of the dragon.
Right.
Y'all know who the dragon is, right?
Right.
Hashatan himself.
That's right.
And the other ones, they straight, what, communists today? The Chinese?
Yeah. Right.
That means you don't believe in nothing.
Right.
You say Lucifer ain't even good enough for you.
Right.
So we know these are mortal enemies spiritually of our people, correct?
Absolutely.
That's one theory of who the Moabites and Ammonites are. Now, some of them in those uttermost regions up there in China and Japan, they brown as we is. Did y'all know that?
That's right.
That's because they come from the what region of the earth that we came from.
Right.
And when the disbursement took place, they headed to the Far East and wound up settling and setting up dynasties.
Right.
Like the Ming dynasty in
Absolutely.
China and whatever them ones in Japan is, they set up their little dynasty.
Right.
And they've been in their own land and know who they are to this day, right?
Absolutely.
See, understand this. Everybody on this earth, quote unquote, knows who they are and where they're from.
Right.
The Japanese are from Japan.
That's right.
The Chinaman is from China.
Right.
The Frenchman from France.
Right.
Huh?
Right.
Right? The Englander, he from England, right?
Right.
The English, they from England, right? Now, where is Negro land? Where is Blackville?
Right.
Where is Afro-American County?
Right.
It don't exist.
Right.
The only identity that's kind of hard to figure out, and it's by design to keep you from knowing, you Hebrews, is your true identity.
Right.
You being the chosen people. You being up out of one of the tribes of the 12 sons of Israel of this same holy Bible that y'all gonna take up into these church houses this morning and ain't gonna learn nothing about it.
Right.
They'll learn more about this manuscript in the first 15 minutes of this show than they will in 15 straight years of going to church every Sunday.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because, see, we know how to handle this script. Go ahead, Danny.
That's right. And I was just wanting to say, when we asked about where's Negro land, we used to often ask that. But actually, there's maps out there today. They call it Liberia. Mm-hmm. But it's still the land of slaves of America.
Absolutely.
That was set up by James Monroe. So
Absolutely.
It's not an official land, but a land that we were
set aside
allowed
to get the
to go.
niggas who are the more radical niggas up out of America and
Right.
send them back to Africa.
Right. They actually still call it Negro land or
That's what Charles
slave
Taylor
land.
them was banging against them
Right.
native Hamites.
Right.
So we still got problem with the Hamite.
Yeah.
I tell them in a minute, you better put some deodorant and drawers on. You in America now.
Right.
Kunta.
Right. And it's enough scripture to say that Moab journeyed to the east countries, but they were cursed for 10 generations before they could even accept the word of the Most High behind that sin of the daughters of Lot, because they knew that they should have never done that. That's why they got them drunk.
Absolutely.
2 nights in a row.
Absolutely. And see, we can't tell the Chinese or Japanese apart, can we?
Right.
But we know they don't like us, don't we?
Right.
Exactly.
We take our money to them down there at the Chinaman and they feed you ignorant Negroes, don't want to keep the laws, our dietary laws that the Most High gave us, which
Right.
He gave us that we might live to at least 70 years old
That's
without
right.
getting high blood pressure, diabetes. That's why He gave us those laws,
That's
right?
right.
Our dietary laws.
Absolutely.
Contained in the book of Leviticus.
Right.
That you can read and start doing this morning. Hard-headed Hebrew. Now, because of this sexual immorality,
Right.
and because of their history in the Bible of pure wickedness of Moab and Ammon,
Right.
we had to deal with them. Our ancestors did. Y'all know that. So
Right.
we got natural enmity. But get this. Every nation look at us and know who we are.
Except us.
But we the ones who have eyes that seeth not and ears that heareth not. But yet we still hear. They can't defeat us nor conquer us. My brother from Nashville, is you on this line, Hebrew?
Yes, sir. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Did you hear our answer?
I'm kind of low on the phone for a second.
Yeah. The callers sound a little bit low.
The caller sound low. See, man, that's why I said that.
We'll just have them speak a little louder in their phone.
Then also, bro, read Ezekiel the 25th chapter. It goes into how Moab and Ammon were delivered to the east, the far east, because they used to be neighbors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, to the Israelites in the ancient world. But if you go into Ezekiel the 25th chapter and read that, it's like 17 verses. And it talk about how Moab and Ammon were delivered in possession to the children of the far east.
Correct. Correct. I'm going to try to get this call a volume.
Okay.
Just a little taste. We appreciate your call, Hebrew, and concerning Moab. If you didn't hear it live, you heard when we put it up on the YouTube channel. You heard me?
I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all, man.
All right,
We got
brother,
love
see.
for you too, Hebrew. One love. Shalom.
Shalom.
We broadcasting live from the north side of the STL here on Hot Talk Radio FM.com. 388-314-388-9622. I really need to move this closer.
Yeah.
My neck can't be strained. I'm getting too old for that kind of thing. Shalom, you on the air. Shalom, you on the air. I hope you got that phone up near your ear while you listening to your speaker. You should be able to multitask in this, shouldn't you, Daniel?
Right. Unless
Okay,
that's
we'll
the
let them call
dedicated
us.
line.
Yeah, that could be one of them heathens playing on them lines. Couple of things I want to hit on before we take any more calls. Let's hit a couple of news items. There was some excellent scripture, Hebrew.
Yes, sir.
This week they had that Civil War documentary on PBS again.
Right.
Man, you know, I find that kind of thing fascinating because they like to go in the background. You know, them heathens fought like hell to keep us as slaves here in America.
700,000 dead.
And you know, they think we should honor crackers like Jefferson Davis. And that bastard out of Texas named Hood, that general from the Confederacy.
Right.
And Nathan Bedford Forrest. You know, every time I go to Memphis, I like to go down there on Beale Street and drink plenty of beer at B.B. King.
Right.
Then just go piss wildly over there where they got old Nathan Bedford Forrest buried at in downtown Memphis.
Right.
A block away from Beale Street.
Right.
I make sure ain't nobody looking down, man, and I piss heavily.
Do you, boy?
All over that son of a bitch's grave. This was one of the most racist crackers who ever breathed oxygen.
Right. Right.
And you know, they still got streets named after this crocodile now. And they still got Negroes who will defend heathens like this.
Right.
Now, Memphis is ran by black folk. Y'all know that, right? Hebrews run Memphis.
Right.
They got a coon mayor down there named Wharton now. Negro look like a razorback about the top of the head. Now, this Negro got the catfish smile that the white man loves, so you know he's doing the white man's business.
Right. He got that smile.
He should personally go down there this morning with a pick and a shovel and dig that cracker up and just douse it, the whole casket, wood, whatever's left in there, with gasoline and set him on fire. Give that heathen a head start on a lake of fire.
Right.
Because, see, he committed atrocities upon Hebrews during that Civil War that Ken Burns showed in this documentary that was on PBS.
Right.
You know, down there in Nashville, we just got a call from Nashville, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Well, right there in that city, there was a place called Fort Pillow. And them Confederate rebel bastards who fought tooth and nail to keep us as slaves,
Right.
keep the children of Israel captive in America, under they lazy asses.
Right.
Now, they calling us the lazy nigger, right?
Right.
But we the ones handling all the shovels, we picking all the cotton, we cleaning all the houses, we doing all the cooking, we even wiping their children's asses. But we the lazy ones, right? And them son of a bitches, sitting up in fine tailored clothing, sipping mint juleps.
Got it on deck, oh boy.
Leroy, come and sing us a song. Camptown Negroes, sing this song, doo-dah. Well, do you know how you gotta degrade yourself to sit up and sing that like a monkey for some stinking ass pink booty heathen?
Yeah.
But this the arrogancy they had over us.
Right.
And they're like, we ain't giving these niggas up. These niggas making us rich.
Right.
We'll kill all of y'all. before we let y'all take one nigga from us.
Absolutely.
Because in the final analysis, y'all know that's what the Civil War was about, right?
Absolutely.
Now, the intelligent Negro will tell you, no, it was about commerce and the economy, and I'll be like, sit your coon ass down somewhere.
Right.
Because we know what it was really about.
Right.
The captivity of the children of Israel.
Absolutely.
In Fort Pillow in Nashville, Tennessee, Nathan Bedford Forrest led a Confederate rebel raid, and he captured the fort. Most of the Union soldiers up in there were Hebrews, former slaves, fighting for their people who were still in chains down south.
Right.
Nathan Bedford Forrest told his men, take every white man prisoner, kill every nigger. And they slaughtered us, they slowly tortured us, and they committed crimes against humanity against us.
Right.
And then this son of a bitch, Nathan Bedford Forrest, became the first Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. Do y'all hear what I'm telling you?
Right.
But yet we supposed to honor this racist, pink-bootied, heathen bastard. I beg to differ, Mr. and Mrs. White Boy and White Girl. You can blow that out your mama's rear end and lick it off the floor before I kick your ass through the door. We ain't trying to hear that. Y'all ain't talking with no non-violent civil rights Negroes. Y'all ain't talking to these mentally, educationally conditioned black folk who scared to death of you heathen bastards, because we know what your end is and we know what our end is.
Right. That's right.
Therefore, we stand as men of Judah. Do you brothers agree with me?
100%.
1,000%.
And we inspire our young brethren to do the same. Get it straight. But see, this is going out worldwide. Where they're hearing it up on the mountains of Mizpah Ramon and Yisrael. They're hearing it over there on the English countryside where the whore queen sits over in England. They're hearing it down in Zimbabwe and South Africa.
Just a little bit. That may be it.
They're hearing it all over. All over. Where it needs to be heard. See, we ain't got no modulation. These lights supposed to be flashing. Man, why this dude be messing with these buttons is beyond belief to me. And it's sitting in week in and week out. Shalom, you on there.